guys, welcome back to RedTravel with me, Steph. This week we're taking a road trip up to County Meath. We're going to be checking out Tayto Park here and trying as many activities as possible. Tayto Park is a theme park and also a zoo with hundreds of attractions, so we're really looking forward to checking it out and also learning some of the insider tips. We're also going to be checking out glamping. Glamping has become very popular recently, and can you believe I've never tried it? So I'm really excited to check it out at Rock Farm Slane after a busy day at Tayto Park. In the second half of the show, we're going to be taking you to the US of A. We're going to be filling you in on all our insider tips, so what flights to book, where to go. So, welcome to RedTravel. So, it's 7 a.m. and we're en route to Tayto Park for a day of adventure. So thanks a million for joining us today. You have a day of adventure planned for us, and I think we just saw one there that will be going on later. So what are we going to be doing today?
Well, you're going to be going on the Cuchulainn coaster anyway, which you just saw. There's also the Viking Voyage, and hopefully maybe some of the other rides. But we're also going to go to the Outback, the Argentinian Grill and the pizza place, see how the chefs are making the food today. We're also going to go through the zoo with Lee Donoghue, the head of Park and Animals. And we're also going to head down to the world of raptors with Mike, the head falconer.
Brilliant. So I'm really looking forward to that. The one thing I'm a bit worried about is the roller coaster. I'm not the best with them, but I'll give it a go.
Look, once you get on it, it's great fun. There will be a lot of screaming, but you will enjoy it. And I promise by the end of it, you'll go again.
Perfect. There'll definitely be a lot of screaming, I can tell you that. Perfect. So will we get going and go and explore it?
Why not? Yeah, absolutely.
So, after getting our bearings, it was time to meet Lee for a guided tour of the zoo. So Lee, thanks a million for showing us around the zoo area today. You've been here since the very start. So would you like to fill me in on how it's grown throughout the years?
Yeah, well, the park opened in September 2010. We started off with a few small petting animals and some farm animals and a few small exotics like raccoons and so on. But since then, we've grown the park, so we're now full members of the European Zoo Association. And we have 70 species and about 400 animals in total. So they range from small rabbits and chickens, meerkats, which everybody loves, up to American bison, Amur tigers.
And what would be the most popular animals here?
We have the petting farm, so families can go in and pet the kid goats and the lambs at various times of the year. And we do feeding displays then where you can talk to the keepers and see the tigers being fed.
So we're going to have a look at some of the animals now, and we might even go to the petting zoo.
Yep, we're going to look at the petting zoo. We'll go down to the tigers, meet the tigers there, and then we'll meet the guys down in the world of raptors.
Brilliant. Very friendly to be able to let you do this.
Well, we spend a lot of time with them, so they get used to people coming in and out.
Yeah.
She's very friendly. So she loves a bit of attention.
She's like a teddy bear,
Yeah.
isn't she? She's gorgeous.
We had to bottle raise this one. The mammy wasn't doing such a good job.
Really?
So she was a first time mother, so we had to bottle feed her. That's why she's so friendly.
So we're here at the tigers now.
Yep. These are the Amur tigers. So we have a male and a female. Gara's the female and Khan is the big lad here on the left. So we've just done a scatter feed. So basically we try to keep them stimulated. So we never let them know where their food is going to be or what they're going to get. So sometimes we do a scatter feed, so we chop it up really small and we hide it around the enclosure, so they have to use the sense of smell to actually go and search for it, and it keeps them busy. Other days we'll give them a bigger feed, and what we do is we'll tie it up on the trees and onto the poles, so they have to jump and climb up and wrestle with it, so it gives them plenty of exercise, and it'd be like catching wild prey. It mimics the same physical exercise, so and it helps keep them healthy and mentally as well as physically. So, and it's a people love it. It's a fascinating thing to see. So it's one of our biggest attractions.
We then met up with Mike, who filled us in on the newly opened World of Raptors. So Mike, thanks a million for joining us today. We're here at the World of Raptors, which just opened here in Tayto Park. And you have to tell me about this magnificent creature.
This massive eagle is one of the largest eagles in the world. It's called the Stellar Sea Eagle, and you'll find them in Japan, China and Russia. And the cool thing about those guys is that they catch fish. So just like our native white-tailed eagles, where we're as well, try to get and raise a little bit of awareness around them. They have been reintroduced in Killarney and they do the exact same job. So they're catching fish right underneath the water surface, and therefore Ireland is a great country for it, definitely with all the beautiful lakes we have here.
And what other types of birds do you have here?
We have owls, we have caracaras, very intelligent birds. We have a secretary bird, one on his own, and he's running around the place to catch snakes. We have falcons, of course, world's fastest animals ever lived on this planet. With our native peregrine falcons, we have kestrels and eagles. As you can see this one, we have vultures from the States and here from Europe and Africa. So literally all kinds of raptors and vultures.
There's a huge range there. And you do a show then every day for people visiting the park as well?
Well, we start off trying to help and raise awareness for the conservation in every single display we have here, but at the same time we try to entertain the people. If you're entertained, you learn quicker. Because Ireland does have a big problem with the lost birds they have here, and we do have to raise awareness about them. And it's going better. People are starting to get more aware of what's going on and why we need them in our ecosystem. So hopefully with this demonstration we do entertain them, but we also give a little bit of information there, definitely for the younger generation. Every day at 2:30 the first show and 4 o'clock the second show, and every show is different, so we fly different birds and different displays. So if you do miss one of them or you do see the one of them, you can come back for the other one. It will be completely different every time again.
The time finally came to face my fear. It was time to try the famous Cuchulainn coaster. Let's just say ye probably heard me scream in Cork.
Unbelievable. I'm so shaking. I actually am. That was so much fun though.
After building up an appetite, it was time to meet head chef Stephen. We are just off the roller coaster. It was a bit scary, but we managed it.
It was good fun.
It was great fun, yeah. We're getting a little bit peckish now, so we said we'd come and talk to you about the different food options that are available.
Yeah, we have several outlets in the park. We have the Lodge, which would be our main carvery, which is the main restaurant for the park. We have a pizzeria. We make all our own pizzas on site. We have an Outback restaurant, which is a grill. We have an Argentinian grill. It's a big swing grill. It's over live coals.
Wow, that's way more than I ever thought that would be here. Very good. So we're, I suppose, getting a bit peckish, so we might go sample a few and we'll get back on the rides then after we're all fed up.
Thank you.
Thanks a million. After a quick bite to eat, it was time to cool off on the Viking Voyage. We're just off the Viking Voyage. We got a little wet, soaked, but it was so worth it, so much fun, and definitely recommend it. So Charles, we had such an amazing day here today. It was jam-packed, full of adventure, and we loved every minute of it, even the roller coaster. So if someone was to come here, how do they book tickets?
Well, it's relatively easy. You can either come on the day, and it's €30 in, which includes your entry and your wristband, so you can go on all the rides all day as many times as you like. Alternatively, you can book online and you get a bit of a discount as well, so it's €28, and that includes, of course, your entry and your wristband as well.
Very good. And opening times, what times do you open and close?
Well, we're open at 9:30 and we close at 7, and that's right the way through until the 31st of August. The car park is free and it's very spacious, so there's plenty of places to park, and we're relatively accessible from the road as well. We're only 5 minutes from the N2, which is very, very handy for our guests.
Very good. And if you were coming from Cork, so a lot of our listeners will be coming from Cork, how long of a journey is it?
Well, I'd say it's about 3.5 hours maximum, and once you get to the M50, you just follow the signs for Ashburn and the M2, and then it's M2, N2, and literally 5 minutes from the end of the M2 actually.
So we're ending our experience here. We're actually going glamping next, just to do something a little bit different. So thank you so much for having us today, and we really, really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you very much for coming, and don't forget your bag of crisps as well.
Can't forget these. So we've arrived at Rock Farm Slane for our boutique glamping experience. It's located on the River Boyne and it's absolutely beautiful here. So we're about to go meet Adele now, who's going to fill us in a little bit more. What is the difference between glamping and camping first?
Well, as the name suggests, it's definitely more glamorous for your glamping experience. So we have all the facilities that a hotel would have. We have our self-catering, breakfast packs, all that kind of a thing. And you have your showers and your toilet facilities and all of that as well. And you have hotel fresh linen and your towels as well. So it's just a little bit more upmarket than your average pitch camping experience, definitely. And we obviously have amazing views of the Boyne Valley around.
And do you have yurts and camping facilities for families as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 2 6-sleeper yurts on site, and then we also have 3 4-sleeper yurts. And we also have our Bell Tent Village, which is behind us here. And we have also camping accommodation for couples as well. But it's suitable for all groups, and we build your experience here at Rock Farm.
And how much is it to stay here if it was a couple and a family, say?
So on average, it's about €55 per person per night in high season. And then the price kind of gets a little bit lower with the more people that you have staying in each unit.
And you have great facilities here, the hot tub, everything like that.
Yeah.
And for cooking facilities as well?
We also have our pizza oven and our barbecue area. So we provide self-catering barbecue and pizza packs, which you can cook yourselves in the facilities here. And we also have farm fresh breakfast packs as well, which we provide for our guests too. Yeah.
Brilliant. So we're really looking forward to relaxing here for the afternoon. So thank you so much.
No problem.
So that's it from County Meath. We had a great day at Tayto Park and we're enjoying relaxing here in Rock Farm Slane. So it's the time of the show to head abroad. So this week we're heading to the US of A. If you've any top tips or favourite destinations, be sure to share a photo or a video with us over on our Twitter, Instagram or Snapchat at RedTravel Show, and we will pick some of our favourites to feature on the show. So this week it's all about the US of A. We are going to fill you in on how to get there and what to do when you're there. So we're here at Cork Airport at the moment and we're about to go meet Kevin now, who's going to fill us in about all the new transatlantic flights. So hi Kevin.
Hi Stephanie.
Thanks for meeting us today. Cork Airport just launched new flights recently. So can you tell us a little bit about, say, the Norwegian flight?
So Norwegian have started the first direct transatlantic flight from Cork to Boston, Providence this year. It's operating 3 times a week, direct into the beautiful New England state of Rhode Island, and a very easy accessible international airport at TF Green, short distance from the city of Providence, the state capital, and a gateway to all that New England has to offer.
It's close enough to Boston, and I suppose for me, I look at it, it's very close to Cape Cod.
So Cape Cod is like one of my favourite places in the world. So I think it's an hour and a half from there as well. So it's a perfect location for even a holiday destination. You get your little bit of a city and you get a little bit of a break as well then down by the beaches as well.
I think this is the attraction of Providence, and that, as you say, you can get a hire car, which isn't next to a 12-lane state highway like Boston Logan is. So when you come out of Providence Airport, it's very comfortable to drive in the US. Boston City is just an hour away, as you say. There's an Amtrak train service, but equally, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, Newport, Warwick, all on your doorstep.
Yeah, each of them is as nice as the next.
Absolutely.
How much approximately are you talking return flights?
Well, one-way flight with Norwegian to Providence today is starting at €129. So for less than 250 euro, you can fly with Norwegian direct from Cork into Providence. They have 3 fare levels. They have an economy plus, and a flex ticket. And the beauty about the economy plus is that you get your check-in bags, so you get your 20 kg bag, you get your hot meal on board, your alcoholic beverage, your soft drink, and your allocated seat. If you were to buy those individually after you'd booked an economy ticket, it's going to cost you approximately €90. So it's well worth paying that extra €60 to ensure that you have that little bit of luxury, you have your allocated seat, you don't have to worry about how much you might buy in a shopping mall in the US when you come back. So it's well worth looking out and just checking out that economy plus fare, as well as obviously the lowest fares starting from €129 one way.
So you've me sold. I'd book in the morning.
Well, book a ticket today.
Yeah, brilliant. So thanks a million. So that's it this week from us from RedTravel. Coming up next week, we're heading to the beautiful town of Cove. We're starting the day going on a historic tour with the Cove Road Train. We're then getting the ferry to Spike Island. We're going to be learning all about the history of the people and the places that make Spike Island so special. We're then hitting the water with Andrew of Ocean Escapes, who's going to take us on a sea safari trip in Cork Harbour. In the second half of the show, we're heading on a road trip in the USA. We're going to be driving from Napa Valley to San Francisco. So, see you next week. Get peace of mind with low-cost AIG travel insurance plus 10% discount online.